So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Woolsey.
Hello, hello, hello.
Woolsey. How are you?
Most wonderful friend doing?
I'm marvelous. Even better now. How are you?
I'm outstanding.
What
is the skinny? What is the scoop? What is the 411?
Man, listen, the sun is a lot closer to the earth these days. It's very angry and there is no escape. That's the plot twist. There is no escape.
This is true. Well, I'm glad you got my memo on the all black today. So
great minds think alike. What can I say?
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I can't get with these Chris Woolsey dates fast enough. It's like so much has been going on. And here it is as the senior communications director of Crackle, Redbox, and Chicken Soup for the Soul. You have so many different entities and so many different options when it comes down to finding what's best for this week, what's best for the month, what would families want to see? Okay, so if we had to pick our piece of pie, who do we start with today?
Well, let's start with Crackle, as we often do, because I am particularly excited about one particular Crackle original series that we are premiering on September 1st. So, this is really exciting. So this is called Cossacks, and it is a Crackle original series. It is a fantasy adventure action series that is shot in and cast almost entirely with Ukrainian performers. So this was shot in the Ukraine before the war. In fact, there are many cast members from the series who are actually on the front lines as we speak. And unfortunately, one of the cast members was actually killed in action in the opening days of the invasion.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, talk about a timely series, but unlike the war, this series is incredibly fun. So this is an action adventure series about this very likable rogue who robs the Tsar of Moscow of this treasure chest. Little does he know that there is a piece of the treasure in there that is imbued with magic. And it ends up taking him on this insane sequence of events that is a la, if you were a fan of the old Hercules series or Xena the Warrior Princess or Indiana Jones, it's very similar in tone. And I've got to tell you, it's one of those series that I watched the first episode and I went, wow, this is really, really smart writing. Like the way that they craft the scenes and just the way that the story comes out. I was, as a writer myself, I was super impressed and it really sucked me in. 12 episodes, you can binge it this week, or I'm sorry, starting September 1st. And it's just spectacular. The performances are great. The set design is beautiful, and it's got this, kind of fun, magical tone to it that I think we can all use a little escape from reality right now.
Absolutely. And just hearing the backstory of it, knowing that it was shot there and how many people were going through so many different things as it was going on, you think, you have no idea, and speaking with you, it's always giving us the bigger picture of the big picture. You see all of these great films, some of the actors before we knew of them, and we can take it back. We can say, okay, now fast forward, we still have them in more of our films, and we can stream it for free on Crackle, on a Redbox, or on Chicken Soup for the Soul. You got something else for me on Crackle?
I do. So we have that Cossacks is our original series for the month, and then we often have exclusive series. So we have an exclusive feature this month. And that is One Shot. starring Scott Adkins from John Wick Chapter 4, which is obviously just a huge hit in the theaters. Ashley Greene from the Twilight franchise, and Ryan Philippe from Crash. And this is exclusively available for free on Crackle. Super fun. This is like your popcorn Friday night action film. So it's about a group of Navy SEALs that are sent to a Guantanamo type compound in order to move an insurgent who is there. And while he's there, all of the insurgents' buddies attack the compound in order to try to rescue him. And so now this group of Navy SEALs not only has to get this guy out of there, but they've got to try to protect themselves and get everybody out alive in the process. Amazing.
That's the type of crew I need. At all risks, come get me. Pull up.
Exactly.
I'm loving this so far. September's binge list is kicking off with a bang. If you had to pick another one that just jumped off the pages at you for Crackle, what is it?
Sure.
Just get one more. What is it? Make it hard.
This is hard because I've got three great ones, but I would probably go with What Doesn't Kill You, just because I love these actors so much. This is starring Mark Ruffalo, obviously from the Avengers, and Ethan Hawke from Training Day. And apologize for the barking dogs in the background.
That's good. Hey, my fur babies.
Yep. Oh gosh, they drive me nuts. But it is the performances are spectacular in this. Obviously, Ruffalo and Hawke are two of the best in Hollywood. But this is about a group of friends who grow up on the south side of Boston. And if people don't know, it's kind of a rough neighborhood in some areas. The neighborhood they come from is particularly rough, and it's about some of them wanting to get out of this life and others that are kind of doubling down, and what happens to their relationships because of sort of that juxtaposition of people's agendas and plans for their lives. It is phenomenal. I think it's one of the best performances I've seen from either of those actors, and Brian Goodman from Fatal Attraction's also in it as well, and he is fantastic. It's top
He's
notch.
Classic in everything. And when you say, but it's almost like you got to use that accent, that Boston or what.
That's
you
it.
know it, and it's undeniable when you hear it.
Ew, let's get some clam chowder. Oh, where did we park the car? I forget.
Right. I'm loving it. Crackle all September, and that's how we're going to kick it off. But if we wanted to move it over to Redbox, what you got for me?
Oh man, Redbox. Okay, so Redbox, I kind of try and come up with themes and things like that. So Redbox this month is all about kind of a look into a life that you may not ordinarily get a glimpse into. And
Explain.
So we've got
questions that need real answers. Hold on.
Sure. So we have this one is really fun. I love quirky films. I love films like Sideways and Eat Wheaties, and I love movies about like super quirky characters, and Lemon this month it fits that bill. So it's starring Brett Gelman, who is an amazing character actor. He's from The Other Guys, and he plays an actor who they don't specifically go into it, but you get the feeling that he's probably on the spectrum somewhere. And he's dating Judy Greer, who played the secretary and eventually the girlfriend on Arrested Development of the dad on that show. And she is an amazing character actress. And she decides that they need some time apart. And so he doesn't quite know what to do with this, but through his work, he starts dating Inger Tudor from The Social Network. And it's just super awkward because he's maybe the whitest guy on the planet and starts dating this, beautiful African-American woman. And he's probably awkward under the best circumstances, but given a multiracial relationship, it is so awkward. I can't even like, it's one of those things where you're watching the scene and you're like, please, someone turn off the camera. I cannot watch this.
Don't let him do it.
Painful.
Don't let him do it. Don't do it for the culture.
He goes to like a family barbecue with all of her relatives and just starts talking, and about 30 seconds in, you just want to step into the screen and duct tape his mouth shut. Yeah.
Don't tell me he walked by and he put raisins in the potato salad. I'm talking about that's a fist fight. That's a fist fight. I'm sorry, Chris.
As well it should be. As well it should be. So
I'm
that
loving it.
one's
He said
really
that one's
fun.
lemon and it's available on Redbox.
Correct. For free. Yep.
In it.
We also have a movie called Results, which is one of those that we talk about often that I'm like, I don't know how I missed this one. It's Guy Pearce, who I adore, from LA Confidential, and Kobe Smulders from The Avengers, and Kevin Corrigan from True Romance. And they play personal trainers. And it's almost like a Coen Brothers feel to it. Like, again, quirky characters, over the top. Guy Pearce he looks like Guy Pearce, but he's so playing this character that you almost forget that he's Guy Pearce. And he's so cheesy and so over the top, and it's wonderful. And it's about, these personal trainers who think they have everything nailed down in their lives and everything, in order. And then they get these crazy high-end clients that basically just flip the tables on their lives and cause mass chaos. It's wonderful.
Gotta see it. And it's available streaming right now for free on Redbox, because something about the word free motivates me.
You and me both.
What else you got for me? You got something on Redbox? That the last one that you were kind of thinking about, it was dwindling. It almost didn't make it this week, but we were going to save it for next week.
Oh, I got it. I got one.
Let's
for
do
you.
it.
Okay, so this is a movie called Buffaloed, and it's with Zoe Deutsch from Not Okay, and Jai Courtney from Suicide Squad, and again, Judy Greer from Arrested Development, who's just all over Redbox this month. I'm not sure why, but it's really fun. So Zoe Deutsch plays this young woman, very sweet, kind of innocent, gets a job working for a debt collecting company, and she's basically has to get out of Buffalo. She is sick of it. There's all kinds of issues. She's got all kinds of personal problems, and suffice it to say, she's got to get out of town, but she needs money to do it. And so she goes into this debt collecting business and comes to understand that she's incredibly good at getting debts out of people. And so it's a subculture that I didn't know that much about, luckily, because I've never had someone come after me for a debt. But it is super fun, super quirky. And if you're just looking for a kind of like Lemon, if you're looking for a weird, goofy movie that, makes you go, Buffaloed is definitely one for you. It is really fun.
Adding that to my top tier when it comes down to our binge list. Because, if you can't get a good binge list out of your boy, Chris Woolsey, I mean, who can you get one from? But
Where
then, we got our sappy stuff and the heartfelt and some of the ahs. And we're going to the Chicken Soup for the Soul Network for that. What you got for me?
Oh, we got a lot. So, so we, as we talk about all the time, we have originals on Chicken Soup for the Soul as well. And so we have a new rom-com every single month. And this month we have a great one called The Beauty of Love. And it's starring Katarina Eichenberg from Monarch and Jonathan Stoddard from The Young and the Restless. We get a lot of soap opera folks in these rom-coms. But it's really cute. It's exactly what you're looking for. It's two people that are thrown together. She has like a beautification lifestyle website, and she's got, her life is completely perfect to sort of a psychopathic degree. And then, she gets thrown in with this guy. They mix like oil and water, and then, come to find out there may be beauty, deeper beauty in the beauty industry.
deep
yeah. So
I love it.
Love, super sweet. If you need something to just like take the edge off the week, this is a great one.
And we do, because everybody's so caught up in trying to get back to school and dear life, just out here life, and we need something that's going to take us away. Some good options for the family, some good options for free. So if we got the popcorn right there in the pantry, we got some snacks, we're good. Now we just need to find something that everybody can agree on. Surely between Crackle, Redbox, and Chicken Soup for the Soul, we can make it happen. You got another one on Chicken Soup for the Soul for me? Because I think we're going to get through Beauty of Love real fast.
Yes, definitely. Well, you talked about back to school. So we do have, this is maybe not so feel good, but it is definitely back to school. And that is our Crackle Original series that is now available on Chicken Soup for the Soul called In the Vault. And this is a think Riverdale kind of a feel. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's about a college. The first week in this college, a student is found killed on the campus, and every week afterwards they focus on a different character in the series. And one week the character looks like they might be the hero, and then the next week, from someone else's perspective, that person might actually be the killer. But everyone is trapped together in this dorm where this killing took place. And so everyone,
the killer is roaming around. So the killer is amongst us.
Exactly. Super fun. But if you need something to take your mind off things, and if you like thrillers, In the Vault, we have season 1 and 2, and you can binge to your heart's content. It is spectacular. Really, really great performances. Audrey Whitby, who was on the Disney Channel Thundermans, and Sadie Kawano from Fresh Off the Boat. The performances are great. It's just, if you like that kind of I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, that kind of a vibe, this is definitely the one for you. It's really, really fun.
I'm loving it. And thank you so much, because I know that you're busy. You're running 100 million miles an hour. You have so many of these different movies and series coming across your desk, but just the mere fact that you take time out of your schedule for us, I appreciate you so much.
Are you kidding me? To sit and talk with you, I count the days until our next chat.
But, well, you know what? They'll be sooner than later, so don't hold your breath. I'll be on your doorstep. Just look over your shoulder, honey.
Done and done.
I know you got more work to do, so I'm gonna let you chase the sun, or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Right back at you, LaTangela. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.